Everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Clay from Clay's Collections. And guess what? We are back. It's been a little while since I posted a video. Anyway, I stopped at a local garage sale on my way home from running errands. It wasn't even something on my radar to do, but I did. And I found a lot of wonderful books. So, without further ado, we're just going to get right into this video. So actually, this book I picked up at a different garage sale, but I thought I'd throw it in because it was the only one I found. It's called Little Eagle, and it's from 1931. So again, it's a young reader's book, so that's always good. Okay, so at this garage sale that I stopped at, they had children's books, 50 cents each or 10 for $1. That's an incentive to buy a lot of books. And then for adult books, they had them $3 each or 5 for $10. So I've got a mix of both. But these are these darling little books I got. I love the little children's books. When I Grow Up, and Steve, the Steam Shovel. So, and some of these books have names in them, but just wonderful graphics, as with all of these older children's books. They're just great. So those are two little ones. This is a Benny's Animals. It's a science I can read book. This one's from 1966. Most of these books are from the early 60s. Some 1950s, but most of them, like this one, is 1961. The Dutch Boy, I loved The Boy at the Dike. Dutch Boy. I always loved that tale as a kid for some reason. I'm not sure why. And when I showed it to Cindy, she said she'd never heard of the story. That's kind of sad. A Child's Garden of Verses by Robert Louis Stevenson. And all of these books are in great condition. They were family books. The kids were selling the family estate once the parents were no longer living at the house. So these kids' books were their books. It's kind of cool. Anna Karenina, can't even pronounce things right. Anna Karenina. Yeah. Anyway, I picked this one up. Of course, Leo Tolstoy. I always like to have the classics on hand. So this was one of the adult books. I did buy 5 of those, so for $10 I got those great horror stories. Again, this genre tends to sell well, so I picked that one up. Harvard Books on Astronomy Galaxies, so I picked that one up. These can do well. These adult books are about $10 each is what I'm going to put on them. And then another Harvard, these are from 1943, Harvard Astronomy books, Atoms, Stars, and Nebulae. That's cool. And the last adult book, and then I'll get back to the kids' books, but was this one. It's Klystrons and Microwave Triodes. There you go. Crazy title. And it's a radiation laboratory series, so there would have been a series of these books. The gentleman told me this was his dad's college textbook. But this is the most expensive book, or most valuable book, I should say, out of the lot. It's from 1948. It's a $70 book. So, considering I paid $12 for everything, we're good. Dickens Christmas Stories. I always like to have these on hand for the Christmas season. Books do well during the holidays for me. Peanuts books always seem to do well. I got 2 of those. There's the Peanuts Lunch Bag Cookbook and The Happiness is a Warm Puppy. Those are fun books. This is actually a kid's science book, Boiling Water in a Paper Cup and Other Unbelievables. It's got puzzles, forceful fingers, guessing 3 cards, which is long. So yeah, just an activity book. Fun little book. That's about a $10 book by itself. Leo the Lop. Bunnies do well, so I always pick up bunnies if I can. My Mother is Lost. Another Christmas book. Children's Christmas book. Now new long life binding. There you go, with washable cover. I never heard of this one before. Shanine and the Gander. Fun little book. Oh wow, look at that internal cover. That's really cool. Catch a leprechaun and your fortune is made. 1961, yep. Wally the Wordworm. I Met a Man. By John Ciardi. This is a former library book. Several of these were former library books. Sparrow Socks. This is another good children's books. There's a number of them listed for, you know, $20, $25. This one, again, is a former library book. So I would just put like $10 on it, 8 to 10. The Man Who Sings the Sillies, another Ciardi book. Tell Me a Mitzi. Oh, and this last book is really, I picked it up, I just thought it was interesting. Victorian Weddings and Wedding Anniversaries. So it gives you the whole history of wedding etiquette, and talks about the bouquets, the church weddings, house weddings, wedding care, old-time customs, congratulations, a wedding cake, springtime wedding versus fall wedding, giving and acknowledging wedding presents, duties of the bride and groom's attendants, wedding anniversaries. So it's just a whole book. That is a modern publication, but it obviously is probably from an old book. With the fashions at the back. It's kind of interesting. There's another snippet of pictures. These are really cool. It's part of what attracted me to this little book. So, boys and girls fashions. So yeah, for 10 cents I couldn't pass it up. So that's our little book haul. So some fun things, valuable one, and yeah, just some good bread and butter items for our shelves at the Pink Elephant in downtown Hopkins. If you're ever there, stop and shop. Thanks guys, catch you next time.